Have you ever played Final Fantasy and thought, damn, I just wish this was more French? Well, you're in luck. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is just what Le Docteur ordered.
Elle est dérangée avec nous.
Ouais! Despite just being released in April 2025, Expedition 33 is already being hailed as one of the best RPGs of all time. It's not hard to see why. This game has all the elements role-playing games go bonkers for. Compelling characters, incredible environments, stunning cinematics, and a mix between turn-based and real-time gameplay. But is it for you?
Cram it up your cram hole, LaFleur.
Let's take a closer look under the hood of this new French fantasy. Welcome back to the Puma channel for another deep dive into gaming. Okay, you'd be forgiven for thinking Expedition 33 is a digital movie for Le Beowulf or Ready Player One. But this is a game, and it's a damn fine looking one at that. Clair Obscur heavily draws on Japanese turn-based RPGs, which are as addictive as they are immersive. But it's taken Final Fantasy XVI games to establish its world. Expedition 33 starts right off the bat with a story that is knocking gamers out of their sweat-soaked seats.
People are saying that Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is the best turn-based game of all time.
The cumbersome titled game comes to us from Sandfall and Kepler Interactive. You might recognize the latter as the publisher of titles like 2024's Pacific Drive as well as Cat Quest 3. But why would cats be pirates when they hate water? The story is as dense as it is entertaining. Some have compared it to the painted world of Aramis level from Dark Souls on steroids. The short version is that in this world, a mysterious event called the Gamage occurs each year. During this event, a divine figure known as the Paintress paints a number of the city's citizens out of existence. It's like the Purge, but for art lovers. To stop this yearly purge, volunteer teams dubbed expeditions are sent to the mainland to confront the Paintress. The story centers on Expedition 33, made up of volunteers determined to end this cycle. Behold, the final boss. Though it might be far and away from the swords and serpents you see in most RPGs, most players seem to love the story, though some go a bit further. Okay, so let's talk gameplay. As previously mentioned, Expedition 33 is a turn-based RPG, but don't worry, you won't be staring at a static piece of pixel art like in the old days. Move. Move, you silly bastard! The addition of real-time engagement and ultra-fluid action creates a hybrid gameplay style that is, to be fair, pretty breathtaking to look at, right? But what am I looking at? Like, is that a troll doll with a door for a face? Is he backpacking? During combat, players have the option to use range attacks, melee, parry, etc. These, as well as certain skills, result in quick-time events, some of which can be timed to enhance effects. And again, it all feels fast and effective, but who or what are we fighting? The answer isn't actually that easy. The primary enemies in Expedition 33 are Nevrons, created by the Paintress. Each of these foes is, quite literally, a work of art. Like any good RPG, each new area you discover means you have new baddies to fight. These range from humanoids to apparitions to rock monsters, and face monsters made of rock. Okay, so your basic swamp thing type monster. Got it. The point is that the enemies in this game are as creative and original as the story, but they're also hard. Most Nevrons carry affinities, which is code for weaknesses, resistances, etc. Use the wrong approach, and you might actually heal the thing you're trying to kill. You guys fight the floating anus with hands. I'm gonna go eat a baguette. The game's combat is further spiced up with a wide range of equipment, weapons, pictos, also known as accessories, and luminas, which are passive effects. It would take hours to go through all of these items, but what is safe to say is that you'll need a healthy mix in order to tackle the things you'll encounter in the world. That's especially true of the bosses. There are more than a dozen full-sized bosses in Expedition 33, as well as a host of smaller secondary bosses. From giant mannequins with green hair to, I don't know what that is, to, okay, we don't know how to describe these things. We just know they'll take all of your cunning to bring down. Dude, why are you crying? I didn't even hit you yet. Nobody is capable of talking about Clair Obscur Expedition 33 without talking about its incredible art style. I told you, Simba, you get fed at 4. The world is incredibly ornate and largely based on the Belle Époque period of French history, but with a dark gothic twist. The name itself, Clair Obscur, refers to an artistic technique of contrasting light and shadow. Clearly, there's plenty of that, but there are also some truly beautiful environments to explore. In keeping with the art theme, the overall visual style of Expedition 33 mimics oil paintings and charcoal, while the world is very Tim Burton meets Beauty and the Beast. I'm gonna find Gaston and punch him right in the dick. I'm not here to sell you on the game, but there's no shortage of people trying to do that. Since March, the buzz around Clair Obscur has only grown. 97% of players on OpenCritic recommend the game. Edge gave it a 10 out of 10. Game Informer gave it a 9 out of 10. Even the game's soundtrack hit #1 on the Billboard charts. This is like slaughtering monsters to like Mozart. I feel like I'm getting smarter by the second. All of this is probably why they not only plan on making more games, but also why Story Kitchen announced a film adaptation 3 months before the game came out. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 might be your thing, it might not be. Whatever the case, the game has sold 3.3 million units as of May 2025. It's definitely the type of game that's going to push the fantasy RPG envelope even further. Yeah, the guys at Final Fantasy better step up their game.